Hey, go fish, everybody. Got a question. How many of y'all are ready for a change? I'd be willing to bet that just about all of y'all raised your hand or said, I am. Well, I am too. But here's the truth. Change is gonna come. As long as we're walking this planet, change is inevitable. Good or bad, planned or unplanned, we are gonna go through changes. You know, today marks the anniversary of when our country came under attack at New York, when they flew the planes into the Twin Towers. And let me tell you, thousands of people, a couple thousand people lost their lives, and thousands more, their lives were changed because of that. They didn't plan on it, and they didn't see it coming. You know, earlier this year, COVID-19 hit our country, and I woke up one morning to discover I could not drive from Louisiana to Texas to fish. I could not eat at my favorite restaurant. Women could not go to the beauty shop. And that was hard on a lot of men. But, you know, we didn't see it coming. We couldn't plan for it. But enough depressing change. Let's talk about, just for a second, positive, good change. You know, I live in Louisiana, and we have humidity. Our humidity, it's horrible. We've had heat index for the last 2 or 3 months of 100 to 110 degrees. Man, you walk outside first thing in the morning and it feels like you rubbed Vaseline all over your body and wrapped yourself in saran wrap. It's nasty. But you know what? The days, they're getting a little bit shorter. And I would imagine within the next week, 2 weeks, we are going to see temperatures maybe dip down in the high 50s. Change is on the way. We can see that coming, and we can plan for it. Now, the last change I want to tell you about is something this is one of my favorites. My oldest daughter, both of my girls went to Christian schools, private schools. And my oldest daughter, when she was, I don't know, 2nd or 3rd grade, she asked me one morning, she said, Daddy, what does the rapture mean? What is the rapture all about? Now, you know, trying to explain that, I had to be, you know, put it in child terms. So I did the best of my ability, and you know, I began to explain to her that, you know, the rapture is when Jesus comes back for that second time. And I told her, I said, you know, Jesus is going to come down on a cloud, the Bible says, and he's going to tell that angel to blow that trumpet. And when he blows that trumpet, it's going to be so loud that all of our family and friends that have passed away and are in the grave, they're going to hear that trumpet. And it's going to wake them up. God's going to wake them up, give them a new body. And I said, that new body's going to be able to fly. She looked at me so funny. Eyes began to get big. I said, that's right. They're going to fly. They're going to have that glorified body, that heavenly body. And the Bible says that they shall rise up to meet Jesus on a cloud. I said, but here's part 2. I said, you know, if the rapture occurs today, I said, then me and you and your mama and your baby sister, you know, we all have given our life, our heart to Jesus. I said, so he's going to change us too. He's going to change us in the Bible says quick, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye. I said, Carly, he's going to change us. He's going to give us one of those flying, glorified bodies. Boy, she's starting to smile a little bit. And I said, well, you know, when he does that, then we're just going to come right out of our shoes. Those nice shoes that your mama just bought, got to leave them here. We're going to come out of them shoes, and we're going to fly up and meet Jesus and all our family and friends on that cloud. Well, all of a sudden, she had a look of concern on her face, a little bit of, I don't know if it was fear or what, but she looked at me so seriously. And you know, a child, they believe everything that we tell them. So be careful what you tell those kids. But she looked at me and she said, Daddy, I want to go be with Jesus and our family and friends. But she said, can we go in the suburban? Because I don't like to fly. Oh, it still cracks me up today. Kids are pretty sweet. Anyway, that's our Bible lesson for the day, y'all. I hope it encourages you a little bit. I like to do that. I like to fish. I like to swing them big slabs in. Certainly hope I do some today. But, you know, I also know at the same time that it gives me an opportunity to share the goodness of Christ. And Lord knows in this day and time and all that's going on, man, we need Jesus more than ever. Well, I tell you what, I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to go fish. All right, guys, out here at Lake of the Pines, my favorite lake, and a little bit more wind than what I was hoping for today. See what we can do, though. It's about 11:30. Just took a long boat ride to get over here, this part of the lake, and just dropped in. It looks like we have a tree out here already. Got a few fish on it. They don't look like anything monstrous, but I'm just ready for a thought. Get this thing going. Thing about Lake of the Pines, 5 to 10 can be rough. Anything over 10 to 15, I don't even look this way. Getting a little bit closer here. It looks like these fish are about they're hanging about 15 to 20 feet down today. I see some more up high though. They look a little nicer. I might have to try them first. Let's start out with a hand tie just to see. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Oh, those waves are making it hard. Hold that jig still. Let's go on down and try one of these deeper fish. had one look at it and swim off. Comes one. There he is. Come on up here, bud. Come on up here. Oh, he got me tangled up. Oh, but the braid got him off. And we got number one. Number one. Nice little black crappie. These black crappie, man, I tell you what, I love the way they fight. You hear me say it all the time. They don't hit that hard, but they make up for it on the fight on the way up, and they fight after they get in the boat. Number one, 24 to go. I'm fixing to hit that stump. Got a darn rod sticking up. Got to be careful out here, guys. There's sucker rods. This lake fluctuates several feet. It's a flood control lake, so you're seeing sucker rods right now that were not visible earlier in the year. They will tear a boat up. Some right here. They're right under my boat. Got one coming. There he is. He got off. Oh, they're biting light. There he goes back down. See where he goes. There he is. Right there. One that got away. Had 2 or 3 people ask me to do a catch, clean, and cook video. So that's what we're going to do. Real quick here, before I get started, I've also had people ask me what knife I use. This is a Rapala. Make sure it's a Rapala heavy duty. And I get that from, I bought it from Bass Pro. And I put this in one of my previous videos, but if you get this thing from Bass Pro, they will match the price. So find the cheapest price you can. Walmart, I think Walmart had a cheap price. This is a $79, $80 knife at Bass Pro, but you can get it at Walmart for like, I think 49 bucks at Walmart, but Bass Pro will match the price. One more thing, when you purchase this, take out that warranty plan. I forget what gear guard I think they call it. It's like 10 bucks. Get it, because even if you don't wear this thing out, it's gonna be pretty worn after a year. It gives you like 3 years. I've gone through 3 or 4 of these knives. Take it back up to Bass Pro, show them that gear guard, get you a brand new one for 10 bucks. Take the gear guard, you get, hey, bottom line, you get you a free, not a free, but you get a knife every year or 2 years for 10 bucks. Can't beat that. It's a good knife. There's a lot of good knives out there. Some folks are using the Bubba Blade. I've heard mixed reviews on that. This one's been good to me. Also, the one Mark Standards used, can't think of the name of it right now. Come to me after a while. American Angler. It's a good knife. Those 3 are my choices. Show you what this thing will do. On cleaning my fillets, I always start with the fish Just me, my preference. I like to start with it toward me. And I'm gonna go in with this knife right behind that fin right there. You got that, Carly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I go in behind that. I'm gonna go down to the backbone. And then I'm gonna turn. And I'm gonna follow that backbone right on down. Flip him over. Put that blade right there. And just, here's what I do different. A lot of guys lay it down. Nothing wrong with that. And they go down like this. For me, I prefer to pull up on the fish, and that way I can push down on that skin, get right through that buddy. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I rip it out real quick. I just take my knife, and I just go around like that. Usually scrape off a little fat, and there you go. Nice little, probably 12-inch fish, ready to go there. Let's get the other side. Go down and find that backbone. You'll get good at it. See how the blade is over here on this side. Just down to the tail. Flip him over. Pull up. Just pull up with the fish, and it comes right off. And check this out. See them rib bones through there? Not a lot of meat left to gnaw on that guy.
He's a pro.
Now, I'll rip those out in a second. Gonna do 2 more. This is about a medium size, probably about a 13-inch black crappie. Now, when you do this, if you were to hit and that knife doesn't want to go, you've hit the bone in there. Just back up, just back it up and scoot down on the fish a little bit further. You just hit a bone in there. It'll stop the knife. Way. Look right here. If you see that right there, you know you're getting about as close to the bone as you can. That's little pieces of the backbone that it took off. It's not bony, it's just paper thin. But like I said, good clean cut. And this was a good size fella here. Let's see what it'll do on the bigger fish. Nice. That fillet right there is bigger than most fish I used to catch. This other side. You'll see me on these bigger fish. I haven't cut through back here. These bigger fish, man, they'll feel just about be as wide as a knife. I'll go ahead and turn and walk it down that back and then catch up. Push down. Again, just lift up on the fish. And you're holding that angle, pushing on that skin right there. Comes right off. Now, I'm not going to worry ribbing these out just yet because there's one more thing I want to show y'all. I like my fancy blade holder. Red Diamond T. You can hold your little sharpening steel, poke you a couple holes, put your knives in there, your blades. guys like to eat these fish whole. This is a good, he's almost a little bit too big, but still a good fish to eat whole. And I know you'll use a knife or a spoon or a fancy scraper to get those scales off. I'm gonna show you a quick, easy way to get these scales off. Get my water hose. Get this under here, baby. Walk with me out the yard out here.
Okay.
Gotta go over here. Miss Pam don't like scales in her yard. Take these fish and just lay them on the ground. Scales pointing away from you, the head pointing away from you, and just get your water hose, regular old spray. Got it on stream. I'm going to start at the tail. Them scales are just coming off. Man, you don't have to worry about getting those fins in you. Now, look at that. No scales. Slick as a baby's booty. This side, it's got some scales on it. When I get through, take your knife, hit it there, maybe a little bit right there, and you're done. Ooh, that got me. Let's get this side. I don't know if your camera's picking that up, but it's slinging scales all out in the yard. And they're just coming right off. I've laid 10 or 12 out side by side, and you know, hey, I'm all about easy. I like easy in my life. Done deal. We'll go back over here to the table and clean it up. You can see the only scales left on this thing are going to be right here. Knock a little bit of that off, a little bit of that, and right there. Now, I don't really care for whole fish, so I'm going to put the knife on it. But that's just a neat little trick. First guy that told me about that was an old boy I worked with, old Matt Austin. Matt, I hope you're watching this. But he showed me that, he told me about that trick. And I caught a bunch of brim. He'd take them scales off, and he doesn't want to fillet. But anyway, Matt told me about this little trick, and when I went home and tried it for the first time, I made sure no neighbors were outside watching because I thought he was pranking me. But it works. It's a good deal. All right, I'm gonna finish the rest of my fish here, get them filleted up, and tomorrow we'll do part 3. I'm gonna do some blackened fish on the Blackstone griddle. It's a real quick, easy recipe, and tastes good too. So anyway, when I come back, crappie fillets on the Blackstone. All right, guys. So recapping. Friday, we caught fish. Yesterday, we cleaned fish. And today, we're gonna cook them up and eat them up. Okay, I've already got these fillets semi-ready here. what I do, I take these fillets, they were washed really good, and show you something. This is a good thing to do, especially when you're frying fish. Fish will absorb water. Put them in a colander. Put a pot under. Put those things in the fridge and let them drain for a day, or at least 4 hours. Now, I used to use butter, but some people are, health conscious. So what I did, olive oil, and I put these fillets in a bowl, gave them a good little squirt or two of olive oil to get them good and coated. And this is what I use. 2 ingredients, real simple, real quick. Tony Chachere's Spices and Herbs, Louisiana Blackened seasoning. These 2 right here, this is for the grandkids. It's not spicy and won't burn their tongue. It's just seasoned salt. We'll put a little bit of that on their fish. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sprinkle this, the Louisiana on the first side, and I just give them a good dusting here. Tell you what, we'll just do 4 for now, Carly. Gonna put a little olive oil on this grill. And get our spatulas out. Oh, house fried rice? No house fried rice. No fried fish. Blackened fish. Good for you. All right. So you can see that is pretty warm. What is the right temperature? Well, if you throw it on there and it turns 3rd degree black burnt, it's too hot. If it looks like sushi after 5 minutes, too cold. Hopefully this is just right. Now we're just gonna lay these strips down here. Hear that sizzle? That smells good. Look, oh God, you smell that? Doesn't take long. I don't know, 2 to 4 minutes per side, depending on the thickness of the fillet. Sure wish I had some butter on that. Very important. Gatorade. While that's cooking on that side, get your Tony Chachere. Tony Chachere's makes, oh gosh, too many different. They got Cajun, they got original. This is in a blue can, and it says spices and herbs. And I just sprinkle that right there on top of the grill. Give it spicy. I use 2 spatulas, guys. These fish are very delicate. Flip him over. Nicely done. A little stick there needed a little butter on it. Flip it over. Flip him over. Flip him over. These things are just about done. It's been what, 3 minutes? You don't have all that heavy fried grease. It's definitely good for you. I couldn't stand it. I had to get a little butter. This is not parquet. This is actually real butter. I like to throw some down. Just work it around the fish. I just seasoned this grill. Probably why it's sticking like that and the fact I did not use butter. We've got some fillets there. That's what they're gonna look like. I'm gonna scrape this grill off real quick. Love these Blackstone griddles. Got a little trap door there. You get you a putty knife from Home Depot or Lowe's. Scrape him off. Okay. If you want to know what goes good with fish, glad you asked. Vegetables. How's that look, JJ? All right, we have squash, bell pepper, onions, zucchini. Did I say bell pepper? And what you do with these, cut them up any way you like, olive oil, and there is a, JJ, would you go in there and there's a, wait a minute, I may have brought it out. I just want to show people what I use. I may have brought it out already. It's that Fiesta. No, it's probably on the sink in there. It's that little sprinkles. And if they're not on the table, they're in the pantry right there. But these are really good, and gosh, they're even easier to make. Olive oil, sprinkle it real good with the Fiesta seasoning. Got it, good. A little more olive oil. That's some good stuff. Get a close-up of that, cameraman.
Camera woman.
Camera woman.
Got it.
It says Fiesta veggie sprinkles. Just throw it on there. Heavy, it's good. Salt, pepper, garlic, all the good stuff. All right. This is going to have the neighbors coming out here. Oh yeah. That is when you smell it like you're at the fair.
Smells good.
All right, step right up. We got a winner. I've got the 4-burner Blackstone griddle, and got 3 burners going, 1 off. We'll get these things cooked up. Doesn't take real long. Just kind of working around. Smell those onions, zucchini, bell pepper. onions, squash. Was I supposed to put those Brussels or broccoli in here? My secret ingredient of all of my cooking. You need to come up and do it. You see this up here? Sweat, natural salt. Just shake a little of that in there. Just kidding. All right, I'm not going to make you watch while I cook all of this. But when I come back, we'll serve it up, let you know how it tastes. All right, here we go, guys. I'm back. I want to show you guys that are like me and not really worried about your waistline. I'm going to do these last few fillets with the good stuff. Put that butter down. Man, can't beat butter. Butter is the best. Smells so much better. That's for the kiddos.
How long have your vegetables been cooking? How long have those been cooking?
They've probably been on what, 10, 12 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. And then, right now they're on a low heat. They're just sitting here waiting on us. See, I like to see that butter bubbling around those fillets. I wonder if grandmother's home, because I need to drive over there to 884 Francis Drive and ring the door when she comes. Slap her. Those are for the kids. Check out the color of these right here. That is Louisiana style Cajun blackened fish. I still like fried, but my son-in-law just told me he'll take this over fried fish any day. But what does he know? He stayed too many years in New York. We'll turn him into a Cajun. All right. A couple more minutes, and we're going to give it a taste test.